All right, guys, well, I'm back today with an overview of a brand new lineup that I've discovered on Amazon of high-value budget fixed blades. These are all available from the company Watchman and are sold on Amazon for right around $32 for a few different variations and color patterns. We're going to be talking about the specs and features of these really nice EDC fixed blade knives, the performance down on the land because we're going to be doing some in-field testing, and then we'll summarize after that. All the information and linking will be in the description below. Again, I purchased these myself and have no affiliation with the company, but spoiler alert, these things are absolutely awesome. Now, what you get is the fixed blade knife itself and a Kydex sheath, and we'll talk a little bit more about the sheath in a second. Depending on which version you buy, you can get different colors on the handle scales. The first one we're going to look at is the Watchman W222, kind of mid-size or small frame fixed blade knife. The overall length of this knife is right at 7 inches. The blade length is 3.17 and the handle was 3.74. You're also looking at a blade thickness of 0.11 inches. So again, a very compact EDC style knife. This one features 14C 28N steel and micarta handles, which is insane for the $32 price point. Lanyard hole, very ergonomic, not a ton of bells and whistles, but some really nice jimping on the back of this knife. Now, I wear size large mechanics gloves, and my hand fits this pretty good. You can choke up a little bit on this knife, but that's going to be more of a sharpening choil than a finger choil right there, but a good knife nonetheless, and a really good size. Both of the sheaths are going to be very similar, more of a thinner, flexible Kydex, but overall pretty robust. The clips themselves are adjustable for different belt sizes, and you can shift them left or right. I imagine this would be perfect to slide in a mag pouch or something like that, inside a plate carrier for defensive purposes, or attach it to your belt for EDC, maybe a budget battle belt, or even slide this in the center console of your car, really replacing maybe that folder that you have there for a more robust knife feel. And for $32, you can grab a couple of these and try them out in different scenarios. One thing to note, both of the knives, though, came with loose scales. If you could see that right there. But I noticed that all you have to do is tighten them up with a Torx T8 bit, and that really resolves the issues. Now, I'm not sure why they weren't tightened from the factory. A lot of times when you're talking about, look at that right there. That one just keeps spinning. So we may be, I don't know if we're stripped out. Oh, we've got a knot, a captured. So they're tightening from both sides. So we are tightening them up, and they are, now there's no more flex in there. So that's something to consider with a knife like this. You are not always going to get the absolute best QC from like an Amazon budget knife, but with a fixed blade, there's not really much that can go wrong. You thread in the screws and you've got the knife right there. So overall, these are pretty solid. Just wanted to mention that if your knife scales are a little loose, that Torx T8 bit will tighten them right up, and both of them are good to go. But let's head into the field and kind of abuse these a little bit. But before we do, I do want to kind of cut some paper with them and show you the sharpness on camera. Yeah, they are really razor sharp out of the box. That is impressive, especially again 14C 28N steel and micarta handles. This one's not quite as sharp as the other one, but if I take my time, I think I can get it going right there. Love these knives, but let's head to the field and try them out. For the first test, we are going to try to cut through this seat belt and see how easy that is. And it cuts through it like butter, no issues whatsoever. Try to cut it a couple more times. Yeah, that's no problem whatsoever cutting through that seat belt. Next is going to be cutting through the car tire to see if it dulls the blade and see how well this slices through. Gonna check the edge retention by trying to cut the seatbelt again. And yeah, I mean, it slices right through that still, even after cutting through that car tire. Knife is holding up great. We're gonna cut a little wood, do a little whittling. I may speed this up, and then we'll do another test to see how sharp it is. But it is gliding right through this wood. This is perfect too if you want to do some feathering for fine kindling for fires. Nice little survival knife application there, but this is working out great. Now another seatbelt cut test after all of cutting up that wood. Oh yeah, I mean, it slices perfectly through. No extra resistance whatsoever. This knife has remained incredibly sharp. It is doing a very impressive job for a $32 micro fixed blade. The orange one has been also doing great in the field. It is slicing through things as well. No issues whatsoever. Both of these I think are going to be absolutely great options, but let's do a quick tip test. And you can see the tip is fully intact. No issues whatsoever. These guys are solid. If you guys are looking for solid, affordable fixed blade knives with 14C 28N steel and micarta handles, both of these are going to be great options. The WF205 from the Watchman series is absolutely awesome, as well as the WF222. I'm going to be buying the rest of the series to test and evaluate, but I like both of them. If you've got a little bit larger hands, I think this guy right here is going to be a little bit better because it gives you slightly more real estate up front. If you wear size large mechanics gloves and lower and want a little jimping on the back, I think this one is going to be a slightly better option, but for $32 with the Kydex sheaths for both of these, you can't go wrong, especially at this price point for the quality. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. All the linking will be in the description below. Again, no affiliation with the company, but the links are affiliate links, meaning if you click on them, it helps out the channel at no extra cost to you, just brings you right to the deals. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.